Assalamualaikum and hello. My topic for the presentation today is communication skills using picture exchange communication system Pecs through augmented reality for children with autism. This is only a review, so let's begin. Okay, as everyone know, autism is increasing every year in Malaysia. Okay, so ASD, autism spectrum disorder, is a cognitive disorder which is caused due to the abnormal brain functioning impacting the development activities. And autism typically diagnosed between 3 to 4 years old, and it is more prevalent in boys. Here are some of the characteristics of children with autism. First, as you know, it is hard for them to have eye contact. Okay, they have difficulty in communication. Okay, difficulty in understanding what others feel or what others think. It is hard for them to express themselves through gestures, facial expressions, even touch. And they also face difficulty in social interaction. However, children with autism, they have a superior visual memory compared to auditory memory. Communication is defined as a process of creating and sharing meanings, feelings, and ideas. It involves the interaction between two individuals and transmitters and receiver of the information. And communication is essential in our daily life. Imagine those children with autism, they are unable to communicate, as communication is essential in our everyday life. Okay, so we have augmented reality. Augmented reality is a live view of the user's real environment with overlaid computer generated sounds, videos, or graphics. It is a technology that can be utilized to take a real world scenario and change the elements virtually. And AR technologies, as we know, have been used in entertainment, but it is also applicable in educational settings. The potentiality of providing multiple media and digitally manipulating the environment visually indicates that augmented reality could be a beneficial platform for intervention amongst children with autism. As I mentioned earlier, they have a superior visual memory compared to auditory memory. Okay, augmented reality can attract attention, increase the students' focus, increase enjoyment, encourage self regulation, and develop imagination. Pecs, on the other hand, Pecs, on the other hand, picture exchange communication system. Okay, picture exchange communication system is an effective communication intervention for children with autism. It is a six-phase augmentative communication intervention developed to allow children with limited communication abilities to communicate through images. Individual that uses these picture exchange communication systems are taught to address another individual and give them an image desired item in exchange for another item to communicate. There are six phases of PACS. The first phase is how to communicate. Number two, distance and persistence. Phase three, picture discrimination. Phase four, sentence structure. Phase five, answering questions. And phase six, commenting. Look at the image here on the left. Text is placed in. It's like a image book. Okay, you have a velcro there, and the students will choose the image for the book as their desired item. And from here, they will develop the phases of facts from how to communicate to commenting. So the methodology of this review paper, okay, it is a review of the literature on PACS and augmented reality application for children with autism. The keywords were used PACS, augmented reality, autism spectrum disorder, and communication skills. The databases are from Google Scholar, Science Direct, Springer, Gesto, and Wiley Online Library. And years are from 2010 to date. So here are some of the review results. First, we go to PACS on children with ASD. Okay, so Travis and Jager in 2010, okay, has said that PACS effects on the prevalence of requesting and commenting lengthy verbal utterances of two children with autism that presented with a few spoken languages but insubstantial of exchange in communication. And their findings has stipulated that participants have established a high understanding of the system, used well-defined and complete verbal requests, and indicated a perspicacious choice by the end of the 9-week training. Gans et al. In 2012 says that PECS as a promising method to improve communication skills among autistic learners that showed the upsurge use of the vocabulary of icons and sentence strips. Their findings says that PECS have provided a more socially acceptable way of communicating in certain situations. Laura et al. In 2013 compared the picture exchange and iPad-based speech generating device (SGD) in teaching verbal behavior on 5 preschool boys diagnosed with autism. Their findings showed that the 3 participants has met the mastery criterion for months using the SGD quickly. In contrast, the other participants have met the mastery criterions for months using the picture exchange more readily. Lerna et al. In 2014 did a PACS long-term effects on social communicative skills of 14 nonverbal preschool children with autism. Their findings show that PACS group have shown astonishing improvement compared to the other conventional language therapy, the CLT group. The findings show that PACS training could boost the long-term enhancements of specific social communicative skills in children with autism. There's more. Juzo and Majid in 2017 did an action research. Okay, they sees an improvement in the utterance of words by students with autism using PACS. The study was implemented in 4 weeks to discern PACS potency using cartoon picture cards and cards real pictures to strengthen the utterance of 2 primary school students with autism. And their finding shows that PACS application has significantly encouraged the utterance of words among the students. Somro and Somro in 2018, they have designed and developed and evaluate Android-based mobile application that provides a better learning environment with graphical representation. Their research evaluated numerous supporting technologies, and PECS was the finest choice for integrating with the application. So their findings says the evaluation designated that the inclusion of PECS has increased the communication skills among children with autism. Oops. And then we have AR application for children with autism. Escobedo and al. In 2012 developed Mosoko to provide to promote social skills among children with ASD. And Mosoko uses augmented reality and the visual support of a validated curriculum, the social compass, to help children with ASD to practice social skills in a real life environment. Comprehensively, the children were positively versed toward this Mosoko and found it useful, fun, and beneficial. This research stipulated that Mosoko has reduced social misstep by 56% and behavioral issues by 98% among children with ASD. But et al. 2014, on the other hand, has developed 2 AR games to improve social interaction and hand-eye coordination for children with ASD. The games are based on color detection and color and motion tracking and are played with repetitious moves and instruction. The results indicated that the games could enhance children's social skills and hand-eye coordination. Nevertheless, further research is mandatory to expand this assumption to children with ASD. Chen et al. In 2015 has explored the use of AR-based self-facial model (ARSFM) on teaching emotional recognition skills to adolescents with ASD, and the program was designed to implement an augmented mirror through which users can see themselves with 3D visual expressions and select according to the described story. The results showed that ARSFM can facilitate emotional recognition teaching amongst children with SD, and the students stayed more focused during therapy, and the correct assessment rates of all participants has increased remarkably. Brenda et al. In 2015 has developed an AR game book to assist children with ASD in acknowledging and acquiring emotions. The application was based on book-style series games that enable children to interact with other people and practice their social skills. The book describes 5 scenarios that facilitate students to interact with Tobias and learn facial expressions, which they have to use according to different situations. However, the research team has not yet carried out any studies for the application's usability in real contexts, as pointed out in the paper. Well, hopefully they will soon. The fifth one, Escobedo and Tensori in 2014 has presented MOBIS, an AR application for teachers and students with autism, allows the digital annotation of information into physical objects. This augmentation comes in different forms such as scribbles, audio, text, or figures. And MOBIS also records students' activities to help teachers create detailed portfolios without losing their focus by keeping notes during the therapy. And the result showed a positive impact on MOBIS on the teacher's workload and burden as it reduced the time they spent for giving prompts, taking notes, and the teacher was able to teach more than one student per session. Last but not least, Markham et al. In 2014 has developed SWA, an augmented mobile application for children with autism with limited communication skills. This SWA has the meaning of voice, and it adapts the methodology of Pecs, where it converts type to speech so users can communicate with it. This finding of SWA in teaching and learning methods stipulated an enhancement in functional communication among children with autism. So, in conclusion, this review has focused to summarize the finding regarding PECs and AR application effectiveness to enhance communication skills of children with ASD. So, taken as a whole, the result of the studies reviewed provide an attestation for PECs effectiveness. Precisely, PECs is useful in complementing functional communication among children with ASD. That's why PECS is recommended as an evidence-based intervention for this purpose. Moreover, there are numerous augmented reality applications for children with autism and show the remarkable improvement in terms of communication and social skills among children with autism. Nevertheless, the existing application does not all that has applied PECS learning method. Therefore, in my research, I would like to transform PECs into AR applications that will help children with autism to learn faster as they are visual learners, and the AR application process in real time and the most promising technologies in educational settings. So that is all for my review. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.